Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Dory. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery. Sorry, I have glare in my glasses. On September 12th, 2016 with Dr. Darren Tischler in Hartford, Connecticut and at Hartford Hospital. My highest ever recorded weight was 333.5. Day of surgery weight was 300.5. And today I am so excited to tell you, but let me go back. 2 weeks ago, on the 14th, about a week and a half ago, on a Saturday, my birthday, there's a video below saying that it's my birthday, I weighed 172.1. Then a week later, which was last Saturday, only 2 days ago, I weighed 171 even. And I couldn't wait to get under the 170s. I wanted to see the 160s. And so this morning, I am 169.9. It's 1 ounce, and I'm so thrilled for that 1 ounce to put me into the 160s. I am thrilled, excited beyond anything that I could ever have imagined. This is my week 97 update from surgery. Since I had surgery, from my highest weight, I lost 163.6 pounds. That is absolutely incredible, 163.6 pounds. I remember looking at that number and even looking at 100 pounds prior to surgery and thinking, I am never going to be able to do that. Well, I have done that. And since surgery, at my surgical weight, I have lost 130 pounds, 0.6 ounces. That's a person. That's one whole person. It's actually, I weigh I have 4 children that are at home, a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 4-year-old. And 3 of them with their combined weights is actually weighs what I lost. It might even be all 4 of them. I forgot if I weighed them all together because it could be all 4 of them, but that's crazy. That's astronomical. To think that my 3 or 4 children at home equal that number. It's also crazy to me to even think I have a 23-year-old daughter who has always been thin her whole life. And I am only like 15 to 20 pounds more than her. We share clothes. That's crazy. That's crazy. That blows my mind. I have never shared clothes with anybody. I don't have a sister. I've always wanted a sister. If I have a best friend. She and I have never been able to share clothes. But now she's actually heavier than I am. She's probably about 50 pounds or so heavier than I am. So we just have never shared clothes or anything. But I am incredibly thankful for this journey. I am incredibly thankful for this tool. If there is anybody watching me today who has not had the surgery and you're kind of on the fence whether or not you want to do it, you want to do it. You really, truly want to do it. I had the sleeve surgery, but there's other surgeries available. There is a gastric bypass. There is a mini bypass. There is something called a DS, a distal. There are options. There are definitely options out there. My surgery took 45 minutes. That was the first question I wanted to know when I went for my month follow-up. I just really wanted to know how long I really was in surgery because it goes by so quick and you really don't know how long it takes, how long you were in recovery, if they had any complications, if they found a hernia while they're in there. 45 minutes. And to me, every single one of you watching is like, you guys are much more valuable than only a 45-minute surgery. Like, you guys your health is so worth it for 45 minutes. And so if you're on the fence and you have any questions, if your surgery is coming up and you want to know anything, definitely leave me a comment below. I'm coming up on my 2-year surgery in September. I am thrilled beyond belief. I can't even believe that it has already almost been 2 years. It doesn't seem like it's been 2 years at all. This journey is super fast, and in the beginning, you'll see I have many, many videos of my struggles when I was 3 weeks out, when I was 4 months, 5 months, 10 months, 11 months. And I struggled. I struggled with it not going by fast, not seeing the scale drop as much as I wanted it to. So many different things that I struggled with. And those videos are available for you guys to go back and look at. There has been a lot of change during my journey. I am so proud of what I have accomplished. And, I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say anything about the skin. I look forward to one day having skin removal surgery. If I have my choice and I have the money to do it, I would absolutely, without a doubt, go to Mexico and I would see Dr. Saseda. I would have a full body lift and my arms done and tummy done and everything like Joni did from Smile and Shrinkin'. I would absolutely have it done in a heartbeat if I was paying out of pocket and I had that money. My insurance will most likely cover a tummy tuck, and at the same time, the plastic surgeon said that I could pay him for his time. I won't have to pay for anesthesia since I will already be under anesthesia. I don't have to pay for the OR because my insurance will already be covering that, for him to do my arms. Those are probably my arms and my inner thighs, like my upper thigh area is really my worst. The arms just bother me because of them hanging. I prefer to wear 3/4 inch sleeve shirts. If I do wear a short sleeve shirt, I have to really play a mind game with myself and a mind trick and not even pay any attention to what it jiggles and wiggles. And but the thighs, the upper thighs, if I lay on my back and I put my feet up in the air, I have perfectly skinny, beautiful legs. Because as you all know, who have lost a lot of weight like I have, you lay like that and gravity just has the extra skin lay on the bed. So, that is not a pretty picture. But I'm married. I don't have, my husband loves me for who I am, and he tells me multiple times, and we have, had a amazing, amazing marriage and an amazing relationship. And so, nobody else is going to see me under my clothes except for him. So I'm not too worried about it, but I would like to have it done someday. I know some of you guys were asking about, my truck. On a previous video, I had explained so much. I think it was my birthday video where I was very raw with emotion, and I had explained about the problems with the truck and the car and finances, and it's really not letting up. There's nothing that is letting up. It's crazy. I always view my glass as half full and not half empty, so I am extremely thankful to even have a roof over my head and food in my stomach and healthy children and my health and this journey and my church family and God and Jesus and all those things that I carry with me. I'm thankful I have a washer and dryer in my home. I am thankful that I have electricity, and I have an air conditioner in every room, and I am beyond grateful. I really am. And so I just want to let you guys know the update on the truck. I did some research on my own. I was under the impression that the calipers were done on both sides, the brake calipers in the front. I was under the impression that they were done, that it was all great, everything was fine with them, but that somebody kind of screwed it up. Well, after doing some research and kind of looking at these different boards, Ford Expedition boards and mechanics online and things, it came to the realization that it is the calipers, that it was the calipers all along that were causing this problem. I found out that the mechanic that screwed up all the work before was not the one who did the calipers. My husband and a friend actually only did one caliper at one time. I think they screwed that up. But in any event, long story short, I scrounged up whatever money. I took money from our rent. I didn't even care. We just were so desperate that I bought the front brake calipers. My cousin put them in. I paid, and our car is running. Thank God. Every time we come back from a family outing, all I have to say is thank you, Jesus, for getting us home safely and that our car runs. The truck runs perfectly. The steering is back to normal. The brakes, there is no smell, there's no heating up, there is nothing. So I did go ahead and do that. And so I just wanted to give you guys an update that our truck, we just got back from the Air Force Base on Monday nights. The USO puts on a dinner for all the military and families. And so we go every Monday night. And so it was great that we could go as a family. We meet our friends there. They're also in the Air Force. And we just have a really great time. I get to meet a lot of women. I'll share a funny story is prior to going this afternoon, I wasn't feeling too good. So I took a shower after I took a small nap and got up and got myself all ready. And we go to the, we're at this place on base eating. And so I'm with some other military wives, and a good friend of mine that we go to church with is the other family we go with. And I'm talking to another woman I just met, and she's asking me about our church because me and this woman go to church together. And I tell her how I've been there for 20 years and just all these things that I'm sharing, and she wants to come. And all of a sudden, in my forehead and on my head and on my shirt, which you can probably still see, comes flying pickle juice. And it was, if someone had caught it on film, you would see it was like a perfect explosion on me. And I'm like, what on earth? So it was my friend that we go to church together. She was sitting across from me, and it was crazy. So anyways, it was funny. We all burst out laughing. I never got to finish my conversation with this poor girl, so I hope she makes it to church one day. But in any event, so so we've been going. We took the kids to our farm share with us to go pick up our fresh fruit and vegetables and eggs. And we took them out to run around at there's a local ice cream stand, and they have in the back a bunch of the little Tykes toys, and so it's free to just run around. And there was a car show there with some older cars, and so the kids had a grand time running around there, getting tired before coming home and going to bed yesterday. And yesterday. And so that was phenomenal. We had a great time. No, it wasn't yesterday, actually. I'm sorry. That was Saturday, because yesterday we were in Providence, Rhode Island for a huge Christian conference that was all weekend. We only made it up for church service. It was very impactful. Just amazing to see how many people were there. Everyone loves Jesus. Everyone has amazing marriages. It was great just to sing together. I think there was probably 6,000 people is my guess. Could have been more. I thought it was 16,000 that were going, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to say about 6,000. I did put some video up on my Facebook page of us singing, and it was just great. So that's what we did yesterday. And so being in the 160s, I'm excited. I know I'm not, I'm still borderline 170s because it's only an ounce, but an ounce, I don't care. It shows me the 1 and the 6, and that's all I really wanted. So I have 9.9 pounds until goal to go. I'm doing the same things. I fast from about 6 o'clock until about 10 o'clock the next morning. I have my protein coffee that I explained to you is a chocolate premier protein shake, 11 ounces, and 8 ounces of unsweetened Starbucks blondie black coffee. And I have that, and I sip that and drink that all the way through. By that point, I have about 32 ounces of water on top of that. And then about 12:30-ish, I will have lunch. And lately, my kick has been Trader Joe's grass-fed Angus burgers. 4 burgers, 2 a box for $6.99. I take out 4 of them, put them in the fridge, and I eat 1 per day for 4 days. Sometimes I'll have 2 per day. I may fry up a couple slices of Joe's no nitrate bacon, which is my favorite bacon. I love it, love it, love it. And so I'll fry up a couple slices and then I'll fry my burger in it, or I'll just fry the burger. And my big, huge kick lately has been tomatoes and mayo and a ton of pepper. I don't know why, that just hits the spot. Yesterday I had some sliced tomatoes with the little bit of mayo and the pepper, and then I had a couple of slices of bacon on top. It was like a BLT without the bread, and it was, and without the lettuce too, but it was just phenomenal. That has been my kick lately. I have been craving the tomatoes. A couple nights ago I ate just tomatoes. It was delicious. So yeah, I've just been doing the same thing, and then in the afternoon I have another protein coffee, and then I've also had for a meal, I have a piece of the whole wheat cinnamon raisin bread with a tablespoon of the Philadelphia cream cheese that's whipped. It's very low calories because it's whipped, and so it's of course more. I'm gonna actually pick up my phone because the battery's dying and I need to plug it in on the bottom. And so I'm going to hold it for the remainder of the time that I talk, because I really don't want to get cut off, because I kind of want to just get through this. And I'm really sorry, I'm rocking back and forth on my little chair. So anyhow, so I have that with a protein bar. I've had the Power Crunch bars. I've also had, I went today to a nutrition store and picked up some of the One bars because I love them, and my husband actually has them. He cuts one up and kind of makes cereal out of it and pours heavy cream over it and puts like chia seeds and I forget some other stuff in there, and so he eats that. And so yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing every day. I am between 1,350 calories and 1,500 calories. At first I would like freak out over the calories, but as long as I am keeping my carbs down and I'm focusing on protein and I'm not worried too much about fat or anything like that, I have been losing. I can tell a lot in my face, like as I'm getting thinner, my face is getting thinner. I really don't want my face to be too much thinner, but it kind of comes with the territory. I do want, you know, my legs to be a little bit more thinner. I think maybe this last 9 pounds or so should do it. But hopefully, I don't even know how it's going to do it. I don't really think that I don't personally think that we have a choice of like, hey, this part of the body I want thinner and leave the fat in my face. I don't believe that we have that, but in any event, I leave it up to God what he thinks is right for me, and that's that. And so I did want to touch on one other thing that has been in the community, and it's mostly for people. I don't see a lot of these people on Instagram. Some I do, and I don't follow their videos, but I see them a lot on Facebook, posting to the Facebook weight loss groups, and they ask about a 5-day pouch reset. And it is aggravating to me. It is such a thorn in my side. It is like nails on a chalkboard to me, because there is no such thing as resetting your pouch to when you were fresh out of surgery. I can't stress that enough. You can stop eating and fast and, you know, cleanse yourself of all the crap you've been eating, but there is no such thing as going off the rails and doing this 5-day, let me go back to when I was out of surgery, eating liquids and yada, 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 and my pouch is going to be small and I'm going to adhere to eating this way. That's not going to happen. There is a video I posted recently by Dr. Duck Vong. He is a bariatric surgeon out of New Mexico, Albuquerque. He is out of a job actually right now. They got rid of the bariatric department in that hospital he was at, so he still does seminars and things like that. He has books. He has a lot of stuff. He's very knowledgeable. He has a gutter mouth sometimes. I don't watch him a whole lot of times. Sometimes he does not make sense, but for the most part, he knows what he's talking about. And you don't have to subscribe to his, eat a big, huge salad for lunch and have a smoothie, blah, blah, blah. No, but he does know what he's talking about when he says the 5-day pouch reset is, it's malarkey. It's baloney. It doesn't work. If you hear somebody tell you that, point them in that direction of looking up his YouTube video. There are tons of them. There is no such thing as a pouch reset. You can detox yourself from the crap and stop eating carbs and go back to eating sugar-free popsicles and sugar-free Jell-O and slowly work yourself up to eating healthy again. But there is no such thing as getting your stomach back to where you think it was when you were out of surgery. And there's also no such thing as you thinking that you stretch your pouch. There's just, it's crazy. There's people who say, I'm 2 months out of surgery. Oh my gosh, I stretched my pouch because I drank soda by accident. There's really no, that's crazy. That's hogwash. But anyway, so that's my little rant for today. I'm really excited about the journey. I'm excited about continuing on where I'm at. I'm very, very excited about getting to goal. I hope my goal is to get to to get to 160 by September 12th. I have about 2 months, so that is a lofty goal, but I'm gonna try. And I think I mentioned that my husband got his date to leave for the military. He is leaving on October 30th. He will not be back until April 17th or 18th of next year. It's an exciting time for our family, but it's also scary. I know now that I have his dates, I really should be booking a hotel in San Antonio for his graduation, which is around Christmas, and airplane tickets. But as you know from previous videos, we don't have any money. We don't have any means to be able to do that. And so I will have to wait until he gets his first check, which is probably going to be November, December, which is going to be right about the time he graduates. I'm only going to have about a 2-3 week window of opportunity. So I'm going to ask for you guys for your prayers that I am able to make it to his graduation on December 22nd. I have to be there on the 19th so I can be on base in the morning of the 20th for a spouse briefing that they do. So I'm gonna need tickets, to get onto base for a hotel, airplane tickets to get to San Antonio. I will be staying from December 19th through, 20, 21, 22, through the 24th. So the 19th through the 24th, which is a Wednesday to a Monday. I'll fly back out Monday. He leaves. I don't think he can come back for the week in between. I don't know. We'll have to wait. It'll be up to his tech sergeant that is here on base, but he will be going to tech school at Shepherd Air Force Base in Texas, and that starts January 1st. So during the time, the 24th until January 1st, I don't think he can fly home and back. I'm not sure. But keep that all in your prayers, guys, because God's going to work it out. He always does, no matter what. And I'm faithful that he will work it out for whatever is best. So yeah, from now till then, we have some things that we need to organize. I need to get a power of attorney because he won't be here when I file taxes, and I'll need to sign his name and things of that nature. So just pray for it all. Pray for his heart to be calm. I know he's a little anxious. He's getting a little, depressed about the things that he has to do, and of course, leaving his family and making sure we're okay. So if you guys can just keep that all in prayer, I would appreciate it. Until next time.